everyone, welcome to the Fairy Rabbit Makeup channel. I literally just got back from Las Cruces for my birthday, and I wanted to do, and I thought this would be a fun idea, dollar store full face challenge. So there is a store in Las Cruces at their mall called the Jewelry Box or Jewelry Box, and it has a bunch of like dollar jewelry. They also have dollar makeup. So I spent, minus my daughter's little keychain, I spent about 15 bucks on a full face of makeup. So, not getting any eyeshadow palettes or anything, I just got pretty much the necessities for a full face. My skin is just a little irritated in this area, so I'm hoping it doesn't make it worse. But I have, let's see, primer. Take a primer. I've got a stick foundation. I've got concealer, powder, bronzer, blush. And I've used this blush before. It's called that Santee brand. I've tried this brand before, like when I used to live in Las Cruces. Highlighter, a transition shade for eyeshadow, a little pigment, eyeshadow primer, mascara, eyeliner, setting spray, and then these look like MAC liquid lipsticks, and then a gloss because I thought this was really pretty. Oh, actually, no, this is liquid eyeshadow. Whoops. So it's called Megawatts liquid eyeshadow. It's very pretty. That's why I got it. So yeah, I spent about 15 bucks for all of this for a full face. So without further ado, let's go ahead and try all these products out and see if it's worth $1. Clean Color Selfie Perfect Foundation Primer. That's what it looks like. And it's the illuminating one. So it has like a little bit of like a pinky quality to it. Doesn't smell bad at all. Actually has a little bit of like a fragrance to it. So if you're allergic to fragrance, I would not. I should have gotten something for color correcting for the redness in my skin, but that's alright. Feels good. So you can see all that redness. It's insanely red because I'm just irritating it by rubbing my skin. But this does contain water, glycerin, pretty much looks like a lot of ingredients that don't look safe for the skin. I don't know. Well, usually what primers are made of. Nothing's going to be super clean unless you get organic. So, alright, and then I want to do this one. This is called the Amuse Cosmetics 3-in-1 Foundation Stick. So this is the color Pecan. Open this guy up. Doesn't really quite look like my shade, but I'm okay with it. I kind of got to powder a little bit lighter so that it works. So I'm going to go ahead and, wow, it's like invisible. Not very pigmented. I can tell you that much. This is super light. Feels like I'm just gliding a clear stick on me. And I didn't get any like tools or brushes, so I have so many, but I'm just going to use my beauty blender. This has 0 coverage. It did even out my skin a little bit, so if you're looking for sheer coverage, this guy has it. Like, I can't even build the coverage. Yeah, this is very invisible. So let's see, it doesn't have any ingredients. Oh, it does, but it's very, very tiny and I can't read it. It has like 0 coverage, which is fine, whatever. Let's move on. I'm trying to build it, and it's just not. You can see the redness still poking through and all my imperfections. So it did not cover at all. Then I got, let's just continue, it's the Muse Cosmetics Concealer, and this is in the shade No Shade. It just says KL 180. Yeah. So let's hope this has a little more coverage. I got the shade lighter so I can do my under eyes and brighten it up. Doesn't have any smell to it, which is good. Kind of feels refreshing under my eyes. Very light coverage, but it's not bad. Now, if you want a natural look, this foundation does it for you, but I like a little bit more coverage. I know on camera it looks way better, but in person I'm like, what the heck, there's no coverage. Okay, the concealer did pretty well, I have to say. I couldn't find any under eye powder, so I'm just going to go ahead and use my Essence one, which I need to get another. Alright, so I set my under eyes with my Essence banana powder, which works really good, and I think it came out really nice. It actually creased a little bit here, but that's just comes with the territory. So I'm going to start on the eyes. I'm not going to do the rest of the face just yet. I'm going to use the, what brand is this? It's the Santee brand eye primer, and it's kind of sparkly, so I'm wondering how this is going to go. Ooh, this applicator's terrible. So it's a shimmer, which is fine. I couldn't really find an eyeshadow primer that was matte. They were all shimmer. It kind of disappeared. And with every shadow that I do put on my eyes, I do set it with either a translucent powder or vanilla shade, mostly vanilla shade, but I'm going to go ahead and use my Essence powder to set this down, because it does feel a little slick, and on my eyes that can be a problem, especially now that it's not as dry as it was. And by the way, I did not get brow products, so I had to put my IT Cosmetics brow power on. Okay, so that works. Set it really nice. Next I'm going to use the, I'm sorry, I'm getting reflection. So I had to kind of change my lighting a little bit because the reflection from my husband's truck was kind of blinding me in the eye. But as you can see, set really nice. So I'm going to use this shade. I kind of went for something simple. I didn't want to get an eyeshadow palette, but this is the Amuse, focus. Amuse Smoky Eyes. It's just one color. It's the only thing I can really find for like a transition shade, so it's really pretty. It smells like baby powder. Whoa. And immediately, there's pigment. Look at that pigment. Ooh, I actually really like this. I'm telling you, I used to get, like when I used to live in Cruces, I used to go to the dollar or the jewelry box and I would get the Santee blush because I really liked the way it was. Very pretty. It smells like baby powder, but it's really pretty. And it was pigmented, and sorry, I keep blurring. Look at that pigment. It's really nice. I'm going to just take my banana powder just to kind of buff those edges out. And it blends like a dream. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to use, this is called Malibu Glitz. Focus. Okay. And this is a powder. It kind of reminds me of the Unique Cosmetics. Those pot loose pigments. I've had those before. This is in the shade Lavender. So it's a purple. I wanted to try it. I still need to do like a video on purple shadows that I have found, but I'm still on the hunt for some really good ones. Picks it up really nice, and I'm going to just put this all over my lid. Of course you're going to have fallout because it is a loose powder. That's why I kind of didn't set the rest of my face just yet. Wow. That That's actually pretty good. It's not super pigmented, but it's really, really nice. I need to get my brush and just kind of sweep the excess. Sorry. Okay, I kind of like that. Works really nice. I'm sure with a wet brush this will pack on a lot more pigment. Let's go ahead and try that. So I'm just going to put a dry base down, or dry layer down, and I'm going to spray it with my Clean Color setting spray that I got for $1. Actually, that's a nice spray. Already skipping ahead to the setting spray. Okay, and then I'm just going to, yeah, packs on way more pigment, that's for sure. This is a really pretty purple. Wet, this color is really nice. I didn't want to get an eyeshadow palette just because I have so many eyeshadow palettes. I review a lot of eyeshadow palettes, but I never get to see things as they, you know, like just a single shadow or a pigment. So I wanted to try this route. I'm going to use that pigment. I should have gotten more colors of this. Maybe next time when I go down. Okay, I need a mirror. Wow, this works really well. Works better wet, that's for sure. Dry, it's a little harder. As my brush is drying, it's getting a little harder to do. On camera, that looks very like bluish purple, but it's actually a true royal purple in person. It's weird how it translates very different on camera. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take that Amuse Eyes Smoky Eyes color, and this is the shade Cinnamon. I forgot to say the shade. Pick that up. Oh my gosh, that is a good transition shade. If you ever have these jewelry box or even dollar store type stores, definitely, if you see that Santee brand, pick it up. It's actually really good. And apparently this Malibu Glitz is pretty good too. Not bad, not bad. I'm just going to buff the edges out really quick. Okay. Then I thought this was a lip gloss, but it's not. It's actually it's called Megawatts. It's from Clean Color. And liquid eyeshadow in Dragonfly. So it's almost like a duochrome. Doesn't pick up much product though when you get it out of the applicator. But there's the applicator doe foot. And it's a very light wash of like orange and green iridescence. So I kind of want to just, whoa. It just pumped out a whole bunch. What the heck? That was so weird. Like it pumped out a bunch and then look, it's all gone. Oh my god, I wish I would have. Oh, look, see? Pumped out a whole bunch, and then watch this. This is like magic. I put it back in, and then it's clean. What is that? That's so weird. Like I just moved the brush a little bit. It like exploded. There we go. Look at that. And then I'm going to screw it back in. And it's clean. I'm sorry, that was kind of funny. That's funny. So I'm going to put this in my inner corners. It does not. There's absolutely no pigment in that. Like none. Usually if I have like stuff like this in my collection, like the Stila liners, that's what it's reminding me of, or even the Wet n Wild ones. They put a little bit of color there, but this is just making my inner corners look dirty or something. Yeah, that is not at all what I expected. And as you can see, you can barely see it. Now, if you see these guys, skip it. Not what to do, and I feel like I over buff this bottom. I am going to do the rest of my face. I'm going to use the Santee Mineral Compact Powder in the shade Nude 01. And see how this, ooh, kicks up a lot. See how this sets the rest of my makeup. Right now my skin is actually not very irritated with all these, the cheap makeup on. I know that sounds terrible, but like cheap makeup is not made really well because it's probably manufactured somewhere else. But this, my skin is not irritated, so that's good. So far so good, even though my skin is super irritated with just the way my skin has been reacting to Las Cruces. It's reacting a little late because it was really dry down there, even though we got tons of rain. Not bad, it's not the best. It's kind of stinging this area, now that I think about it. I'm not liking that. But it's not setting it entirely because I'm still seeing shine marks. Like, it didn't even set those areas. Okay, I think I got everything set up. Is it the best? Absolutely not, because I can still feel my skin being sticky. It didn't quite set everything. And the Santee brand has been so far a winner, but it's terrible right now because it's not setting my foundation at all. I use the Amuse bronzer. It's a matte bronzer. No shade color, just matte bronzer. Pick up a lot. Ooh, that's nice. It's very orange, but it's not bad. Look at that. It's very soft. Ooh. I like this bronzer. Actually reminds me of the Essence one where it's very easy to blend and almost like baby powder. It's not bad. I tried the Santee Sunkiss Mineral Formula. It says Mineral Formula. It's got SPF 20 in it. So this is the shade No Shade. So if you are allergic to talc or mica, definitely don't try any of these dollar store ones because they will have talc or mica in it. This is very pigmented, so I already know I've played with the blushes before. Just when I needed something cheap, look at that. I just barely tapped a little bit. Holy crap. I want a little ham on that. Look at my cheek. Boom. That's a lot of color. I'm going to take some of that mineral powder to dial it down. I don't think I can. Whoa. That is intense. So I'm just taking my Real Techniques sponge and just kind of patting it. just to dial it down a little bit. And I'll take the mineral powder and go on top to soften that a lot because it's super pigmented. Wow, that was intense. Okay, so I'm going to show you, and it's very soft. Look how pigmented that blush is. It is super pigmented, and when you put a lot, it's hard to dial down. So definitely be very careful if you do find this. I'm just going to get a little bit more, but I'm just going to kind of tap my palm just to kind of get rid of some of that pigment. Definitely one to use as an eyeshadow if you want full packed pigment. So there's that one. And then I wanted to try, there was a highlighter from Clean Color. It's called the Mermaid Highlighter. And this is not a specific shade. Oh, yes, Mint Beam. And it's kind of like a baked highlighter. It's very hard. It's alright. Let's see how it goes on. Let me get more of a concentrated brush. Alright, so I'm going to pick up some with a fluffy brush from Morphe. Whoa. See, swatching it wasn't... Holy crap. Do you see that? I'm going to bring it up a little more. Doesn't quite go with the pink, but that's okay. Whoa. Swatching it, it's terrible. Like, you can't even see it on my hand. Like, really, you can't. It's very... But with a brush, look at that. Whoa. This is a nice color, though. Holy crap. Doesn't quite go with the look, but it works. Wow, if you want cheap makeup, so far so good. I actually feel like popping this in the inner corner to... I love my inner corner pop, and that liquid eyeshadow did absolutely nothing. So since the highlighter did really well, look at that. Perfect. Ties the look together. Alright, so what else do I have? Oh, I have eyeliner. So I have a soft liquid liner from Beauty Reflection. That's what it looks like. Let's go ahead and try this guy on. To zoom you in as best as I can so you guys can see, it is a liquid fine tip liner. Works pretty good so far. Wow. Look at that. That's, wow. I like that. Wow. That liquid liner was effortless. It took me literally like 30 seconds to do. And it did a really nice line. It was easy to create. So if you're in the beginning stages of trying liquid eyeliner, then pick up the Beauty Reflection Moisturizing with Vitamin E Soft Liquid Liner. Define and enhance your eyes. Wow. This is actually pretty good for $1. Alright, next I have Baby Got Definition Mascara. I was like, what? Baby Got Definition. Let's see. It does have some wax in it, paraffin wax, iron dioxide. You know, it's got stuff like that. So let's see. It's supposed to give you definition. There's what the spoolie looks like. Let's try it out. As you can see, not very good. It didn't even curl up my lashes. Without, with. Not the best mascara. Bring out my Bad Gal Bang to save it. It was terrible. As far as lower lash line goes, it was not bad, but this is not the best mascara. It didn't even curl my lashes up, which I need. So yeah, I just have a light layer of mascara right now. Let's see. I think we're getting into the final stages of this whole haul, and I'm going to use the Amuse liquid lipstick. Looks like a matte liquid lipstick in the shape, oh, whoa, I didn't realize the shade color name is Libra. That's me. I'm so excited. Let's go ahead and try this guy out. It does kind of smell chemically for sure. Has a weird taste to it. It's actually not a bad color. Its name is Libra. I'm so excited. So far so good. Alright, final touches. Clean Color Pro Sealer, and this is the Makeup Setting Spray Dewy Finish. So I'm just going to spray that. Probably should have gotten the matte finish, considering that this foundation is kind of too dewy, even though it's not a lot of coverage. I had to really build that coverage. Like, I went in 6 times just to build coverage. Completed look using dollar store makeup from the jewelry box. I do know that there's some in El Paso. There is one in Las Cruces, so if you live in the Las Cruces, New Mexico area and you're looking for cheap makeup and you're on a budget, I would probably definitely stop by and pick up some stuff. Now, as far as brands go, there's some hit and misses. As far as the Santee brand, which is the blush, the eyeshadow primer, let's see what else. Oh, the powder, and I believe that's it from Santee. The powder was not the best. The blush is really good, but it's very pigmented, so I'd say use with caution. The eyeshadow primer was not bad. It was like a shimmer, but then it kind of disappeared, which is fine with me, but if you want that shimmer, I definitely wouldn't pick this one up. And then the Amuse Beauty, which is or Amuse Cosmetics, which is pretty much the majority of this. So it's like the bronzer, which I absolutely love. It's a gorgeous warmth to my skin. The Smoky Eyes transition shade, gorgeous as well. I really love the way it just blended. It was so beautiful. And then the foundation was horrible. It was literally like see-through, so I couldn't really use this again. I might just use this as far as like to slap on and go, just to even out my face, but I had to build like 6 layers to make it work. And yes, kind of cheated, and I brought out the Hello Happy a little bit and mixed it with there to make it work, just because I'm going somewhere and I don't want light coverage. So definitely don't pick up the stick foundation. I wore the shade Pecan. And then the concealer was actually pretty decent. It wasn't like super good, but on like an off day or if you want light coverage, it was not bad. Kind of felt cooling under the skin, and it did mix well with my Essence banana powder for sure. So definitely this was worth the $1. The liquid lipstick, the name is Libra. I really like that. So far it feels very comfortable. Not dry at all, not tacky. Makes my lips look very smooth. It's more of like an orange nude, but I really like this, so definitely in love with that for $1. And then as far as the other ones, I had Clean Color, which was the primer, or not the primer, the setting spray, the primer, and let's see, the highlighter, the primer, and the liquid eyeshadow and the setting spray. So, setting spray was pretty decent for $1. It's not bad. It's not like the best thing in the world. It's just a standard, like, feels like nothing on the skin. I mean, I could feel the dewiness kind of coming through. so that's not bad. It does have alcohol in it, water denatured alcohol. So I'm not, it says keep out of eyes and mouth. Do not use on broken or damaged skin. If irritation occurs, that's kind of concerning to me. I don't know if I'd put that back on my skin. The megawatts from Clean Color, the liquid eyeshadow, terrible. Didn't even, like, it's gorgeous in the tube, but it's terrible. Terrible. Does not do anything. Doesn't show up, doesn't do anything. This is trash for $1. The primer wasn't bad. It wasn't floored, but it's not bad considering it is just a $1 primer. So it's called the Selfie Perfect Foundation Primer. It does have glycerin in it, so if you're allergic to glycerin or don't like a lot of chemicals in your makeup, don't pick this up. But the Clean Color one was pretty good. The Clean Color Mermaid Highlight, at first upon swatching it, was terrible. It's very, very, very rough, and see, it doesn't even come on the skin all that much. But then when I applied it with my brush, it's just insanely wet and pretty, and even though it's like a green highlighter, it's very, very pretty. So definitely I do love that one. Alright, so the other brands that didn't really, there's just like 3 more items that were just kind of different brands. Baby Got High Definition Mascara, terrible, it's trash, I don't like it, it's $1, what do you expect? The Malibu Glitz Metallic Eyeshadow was actually really, really good. It's a very pretty purple, so I might be building a good amount of purple to do that video because I made meaning to do it, but I need more purple. It's so hard to find good purples around in the makeup world for some reason, but this one is not bad. It looks blue in my viewfinder, but it's actually very royal purple, pretty metallic, blend well, very pigmented, worked very nice wet. Now the Beauty Reflection Liquid Eyeliner. It's not crusty, it's not crumbling, it's actually very, very nice. It did a nice crisp clean line, so I'm definitely keeping this for myself. The rest that I felt like were total fails, like the Megawatts liquid eyeshadow, the mascara, the Baby Got Definition, and then the Amuse 3-in-1 foundation stick. These are terrible and trash. No, they're only $1. But the rest of them, I feel like I can definitely keep using them for it being so cheap. And then next time I'm in Las Cruces, I might do either restock on some of these things. I don't know. I actually really, really enjoyed some of this makeup. So if you like me doing this, I don't get to go to Cruces that often, so doing this might be a challenge every time. But if you want me to see what other dollar stores, even in Albuquerque, are out there, try and see if I can order some dollar grade makeup and do more challenges like this, let me know in the comments down below. I feel like this makeup look looks really nice. It feels light, it doesn't feel heavy. I mean, I do feel that dewiness coming through, so it's a little sticky and tacky, and I'm not used to that, but it's because of the setting spray and the fact that this mineral powder really didn't set everything down. But it's lightweight, doesn't feel heavy, my skin doesn't feel irritated, so that's good. It's a really good thing considering that I have massive irritation right here from Las Cruces. But overall, I think this dollar store haul was a success. I'm very excited, so now I'm going to get going and enjoy my day. Yeah, and let me know if you want to see more of these things, or if you want to see more interesting makeup looks or challenges that I can do. I'm not really going to do any kind of like challenges that are very trendy. I just wanted to see if I buy all, even my dad was like, whoa, that's all $1? You bought all that for $1? He was like so impressed the fact that I bought all this for like $1 each, and it came out to 15. I told him I want to do a full face challenge for my channel, and I feel like this is the way to do it. And I always go to the jewelry box for like jewelry for my paintings, so I felt like this time I'm going to do something a little different, and I think it was an overall success. All the makeup finds that I found were actually pretty good. My husband helped me get some of the stuff as well, so he was just like reaching the high places for me and like trying to find my color and foundation and powder and stuff, so it worked out really good. So yeah, overall I think this is a very good success on the dollar grade makeup. If you guys want to see any more of these types of videos, let me know in the comments down below. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video.